Hello and welcome to 5-Year Club video number 287. Tonight's article, wealthy people possess one critical life skill. What is it? Can you guess? Education, race, and location all play a role in income, but which factor is most important? Well, that's kind of a weird picture. Let's see. The Summit Entertainment / Courtesy Everett collection. All right. Race, age, ethnicity, and height have all been shown to affect a person's income. But want to know which factor is even better at determining future affluence? The ability to delay instant gratification. Researchers at Temple University in Philadelphia ranked the most important factors in determining affluence. Occupation, education, and location and gender topped the list, but delaying instant gratification beat out many of the more traditional signals, including age, race, ethnicity, and height. Data for the study, published this week in Frontiers in Psychology, was limited to the United States and included 2,500 participants of various ages, locations, and income levels. Why might the ability to delay gratification, also known as delay discounting, affect income? The Temple University research did not establish a direct cause and effect link between delaying gratification and income, but the researchers had a few theories on the relationship. A tendency to indulge in instant gratification has been associated with the abuse of addictive substances, including cigarettes, alcohol, and opiates, they noted. When people can't imagine themselves benefiting from future rewards, they may get derailed from goals like pursuing education, which can shut them out of lucrative careers, they wrote. People who can't delay gratification also have less cognitive control, which inhibits creative and productive thinking. Put simply, if people can vividly imagine themselves in the future with larger rewards, they are more likely to be patient, the researchers said in their report. Whether the ability to delay gratification is an innate trait or a skill that can be learned is up for debate, the researchers noted. If it can be learned, it's worth trying to teach both adults and children this skill. If you want your child to grow up to earn a good salary, consider instilling in them the importance of passing on smaller immediate rewards in favor of larger ones that they have to wait for, said William Hampton, the study's lead author, who now works at the University of St. Gallen in Switzerland. Delaying gratification is one of those lessons students should learn in the classroom, but very rarely do. I don't know, I think they should learn it everywhere, not just the classroom. The marshmallow test, developed at Stanford University in the 1960s, is perhaps the most well-known study on this. In the experiment, children were directed to sit in a private room with a marshmallow placed in front of them. Researchers offered them a deal. If the children didn't eat the marshmallow when the researchers left, they'd get a second marshmallow. If the children ate the marshmallow, they wouldn't get another. Most children gave in and ate the first marshmallow. But the researchers found in follow-up studies that those who didn't grew up to have higher SAT scores and lower levels of substance abuse and obesity. They were better at managing stress and had better social skills too. But new research has called into question the original marshmallow test's implications. A study published earlier this year by researchers at New York University and the University of California, Irvine, restaged the experiment and found the likelihood of children waiting for a second marshmallow depended largely on their social and economic backgrounds. Those factors, not some innate ability to delay gratification, determined their future success, researchers found. Let's see. Oh, I'd like to know when was actually the marshmallow consumed for the one that was published more recently. I know that follow-up tests have basically called into question the original marshmallow study, but I don't know when exactly everything was done. Anyhow, I gotta say, so it occurred to me as I was thinking about delayed gratification just then that, you know, kids in the marshmallow study who did not eat the marshmallow, they sat on their hands, right? They said, I can't get the marshmallow, my hands are stuck, right? Like they did things to distract themselves. They actively did things to prevent themselves from eating the marshmallow. And what I found for me is that I have very low willpower, and so I have to actively do things to keep myself in line. And what happens over time is that as the active measures I put into place prevent me from consuming the thing that I would otherwise consume, whether that's money or sugar or whatever it is, then I have to adapt in my life to not having that thing, which means that, you know, if the thing was a de-stressor, I have to find a new thing to manage my stress with. And over time, as I develop these alternative compensating things, I get used to them. And then when the thing comes up, whether that's spending money or eating a bunch of sugar or whatever it is, when that opportunity comes up, I'm less tempted by it in the future when the alternative is more developed. In the beginning, I'm still just as tempted by it. But later on, I'm less tempted because I have a substitute already in place. And that assists me in saying no. And so, you know, I wonder, when you think about, you know, delaying gratification, and you say delaying gratification is a skill, is that really the skill? Or is the skill not so much a skill as it is just like a way that your life is arranged? You know, or is the skill kind of, it's not that you're so good at delaying gratification, it's that you're so good at doing like really crazy things, you know, that prevent you from gratifying. It's not like building willpower. That's my point with this, you know. It's not about building willpower. It's about building your life and the things that are set up in your life externally outside of you, so that those things all point you towards success. You know, so that when you try to run off the cliff, you hit a wall, and you had to build that wall kind of like, you know, brick by brick, day after day. All right, well, that is it for video number 287. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this gets you thinking a bit about delaying gratification. Have a fabulous evening.